Hey, everybody. Today is such an exciting day because my podcast just dropped. So I wanted to just share with you a little bit about it in hopes that you will go and listen. And if you like it, it would be great if you would review it and, all that good stuff. Because especially on Apple, if you submit a review, then they will show it to more people. So, it's called the Sugar Coated Dreams podcast, and I wanted to share with you why I did this podcast. Um, when I first of all, I'm Lauren the Cheerful Baker, in case you don't know that. I am an entrepreneur. I love having something on my own and for myself. And I know that there's a lot of you out there who have the same dreams. And in this podcast, I interview dreamers turned doers, which what that means is I talk to people who had a dream and did something about it. And I talked to them about the different steps that they took and, some of the pitfalls that they might have faced. And by the end of the episode, my hope is that, or by the end of each episode, my hope is that you will think, maybe you'll see yourself in one of the people that I interview and you'll think, gosh, if they can do it, maybe I can do it too. so, this is a real labor of love, and I am just so excited that today is the first day you can listen on Apple Podcasts. You can listen on really, I think, all the podcast platforms, but the main ones I think that most people listen to are Apple Podcasts and the Amazon app and Spotify. But I think it should be just about on all the podcasts. So let me tell you a little bit about my first three guests. And I love listening to podcasts. First of all, I think as cookie decorators, that's something that we love to do. And so when I have a podcast that I like, I want to listen to more than one episode because, cookie decorating takes more than one podcast. It takes a long time. So I dropped the first three episodes today, so you can listen to all three of them. The first one is with my friend Beth, the Vanillan. Many of you know and love Beth. Beth is really a ray of sunshine. She is a strong, faithful Christian. She does so many wonderful things for her community. She's an incredible artist. I mean, in every sense of the word. And I think listening to her podcast, oh, I'm so glad, Cindy. I think listening to her podcast, you will really be inspired. She loves Disney. She's done some amazing things for people. There's one story in particular that I can't wait for you to hear. Something that she did for a little girl with, I believe she had brain cancer. It's the sweetest thing. In fact, in every podcast episode, I really try not to cry because there's always something that touches me. So that's the first one with Beth the Vanillan. The second one, and I met Beth, just so you'll know a little background. I met Beth through the Christmas Cookie Challenge because she won the Christmas Cookie Challenge. So she's a wonderful person. I can't wait for you to get to know her a little bit better through the podcast. The second podcast episode is my dear friend Kirsten of Nora's Macarons. And Kirsten and I have been friends for a long, long time. And Kirsten is the bravest person that I know. She endured horrific, really, childhood abuse from the time she was 4 years old, I think, until she was 11. And she is an amazing person who found an amazing place to go for healing. And she uses her platform. She has a very high following on Instagram and Facebook. She uses her platform to share her story and to help others who have been through the same thing. She started her baking business because she wanted a way to bond with her daughter because that's something that she had never had with her own mother. And she is I just can't say enough good things about Kirsten. She's amazing. And I think that you will be, again, so inspired by her story. And if you or you know someone who has been through childhood sexual abuse, I think that you will find some helpful things in her podcast. Or I hope that you will. And I know she hopes that too. It's a wonderful, inspirational episode. And she is super successful. And I don't think that that is coincidence, because she has a great platform to share her story and loves to do so because she wants to help other people. My third episode is my friend Fred, Doc Macaron. And I tell you, if you don't follow Fred, or if you have never seen his Instagram, go right now and follow him. He is incredible. He's the most amazing sugar artist. I mean, the desserts that he comes up with, oh, and his Instagram is a feast for the eyes. And he has the most interesting story, because he graduated from an Ivy League school, an Ivy League college. I think it was Harvard. I'm pretty sure it was Harvard. And then he is a scientist, and he actually worked for a company, I believe, who was trying to find a cure for cancer. And so, I mean, Fred is smart. And he just always loved baking. And so he decided that he wanted to just take some baking classes. He lives in Boston, and he did that because he just wanted to improve his craft. And he decided that that's what he wanted to do. So he retired or quit. He's probably too young to be retired, but he moved in a different direction, and he is no longer a scientist, but now he is more of a food scientist, and he uses his scientific knowledge in baking. And he went to culinary school, and now he is doing some amazing, amazing things. So those are the first 3 episodes that I have that have dropped today. You'll have the opportunity to listen to an episode every Thursday. A new one will drop. I have some really fun ones coming up. Andrea Walters of Andy K's Cookies is coming up. You will love listening to her. Just some great people. So thank you for watching, and go listen right now. Bye.